strong, like nothing could go wrong. But underneath this steady face, there's a crack you can't replace. Every word lands paper thin. You don't see beneath my skin. I smile just to keep it in, but I bruise from where you've been. Handle me with careful hands. I'm not as whole as I pretend. I've got glass skin, breaks so fast. Every touch cuts through the past. You don't see the fractures thin, shining underneath my skin. Glass skin, crystal clear, holding back 1,000 fears. One more word might pull me in, shatter through my glass skin. Late at night, the mirror shows all the cracks nobody knows. Tiny lines beneath the light, from holding feelings way too tight. You say I'm overthinking things, but silence sharper than it seems. Every careless little phrase leaves a mark that always stays. I don't scream, I don't shout, but the damage spreads throughout. I've got glass skin, breaks so fast. Every touch cuts through the past. You don't see the fractures thin, shining underneath my skin. Glass skin, crystal clear, holding back 1,000 fears. One more word might pull me in, shatter through my glass skin. If I let you see inside, would you stay or step aside? Would you hold me carefully or drop what's left of me? I had glass skin, now I know. Fragile doesn't mean I'm low. Every crack reflects the light, turning weakness into fight. Glass skin, still I stand, pieces shining in my hands. I'm not breaking from within, I'm rebuilding glass skin. Soft reflection, paper friend, stronger now beneath my skin.
I walk through streets wrapped in gray. Everything feels far away. Your voice, a ghost inside my head, whispering words we left unsaid. Shadows float where light once stayed. Familiar warmth begins to fade. Every step I take alone feels like I'm made of stone. I reach for something I can't find, lost between the mist and time. Gray mist covering my eyes, hiding truth in hazy skies. Every memory drifts apart, leaving silence in my heart. Gray mist, soft and cold, shrouding stories left untold. Even though I try to resist, I'm Clouds of sorrow fill my mind. Every corner, every sign. Faces blur in endless fog. Time slips past like an empty clock. I try to hold, I try to see, but the mist consumes what's left of me. Every promise turned to haze, vanishing in the muted grays. I reach for something I can't keep, drifting deeper in the sleep. Gray winds covering my eyes, hiding truth in hazy skies. Every memory drifts apart, leaving silence in my heart. Gray mist, soft and cold, shrouding stories left untold. Even though I try to resist, I'm fading in this gray mist. Maybe one day the sun will break, pierce the clouds and lift the ache. But tonight the mist remains, tangled in my quiet pace. Gray mist, I finally see, even shadows hold a key. Every step I take through gray leads me to a brand new day. Gray mist, soft and slow, I'll emerge, I'll let it go. Even when the night persists, I'll find light beyond gray mist. Soft fade, cold and still, I breathe through the gray mist. Soft fade, cold and still, I breathe through the gray mist. Streetlights flicker through the storm, your voice echoes far and worn. Every word we left unsaid falls like rain above my head. Puddles mirror empty streets, footsteps fade with no repeats. I reach for you but find nothing left but in my mind. The sky cries what I can't say, pouring out in cold gray. It's a hard rain falling slow, washing what I used to know. Every tear and every sigh, drenched beneath the broken sky. Hard rain, I feel the pain. Every memory calls your name. Even if the world remains, I'm lost inside the hard rain. Umbrella barely shields my heart from all the pieces torn apart. Your shadow dances in the mist, a fleeting ghost I can't resist. The rhythm of the falling drops matches the beat my chest can't stop. Every storm becomes a song of all the ways that we went
Maybe storms will pass someday, maybe pain will fade away, but tonight the clouds still speak of the love I couldn't keep. It's a hard rain, soft and cruel, tearing through what love once ruled. Every drop reminds me still of all the warmth I couldn't feel. Hard rain, I walk alone underneath this sky of stone, but one day the sun will rain after this. Hard rain, quiet streets, water drains, echoes linger from the hard rain. Dust on an old cassette case, your handwritten faded trace, songs we played on repeat, now just echoes in the beat. Neon lights through window glass, memories I can't outlast. Every note pulls me back down a worn out fragile track. Needle drops, heart replays, lost inside a record haze. In a record haze, I hear your voice, every lyric, every choice. All our nights spinning slow on a love I can't outgrow. In a record haze, you feel so near through the static in my ear, but the song begins to fade, lost inside a record haze. Old headphones in empty streets, ghosts of us inside the beat. Every chorus feels like home, even when I'm all alone. Your laughter in the background noise, like broken dreams we can't avoid. I rewind but nothing stays, only fragments in a day. Crackled sound, soft delays, heart gets stuck in yesterdays. In a record haze, I hear your voice, every lyric, every choice. All our nights spinning slow on a love I can't outgrow. In a record haze, you feel so near through the static in my ear, but the song begins to fade, lost inside a record haze. If I lift the needle now, will I learn to live somehow? Or will silence feel too loud without you inside the sound? In a record haze, I let you go like a fading radio. Every melody we made slowly drifting into gray. In a record haze, I say goodbye, one last tear, one last try. Now the music softly fades out of our record haze. Your shadow lingers on the wall. I reach for you but feel so small. Words we said are drifting fast, moments slipping from the past. I try to hold the pieces near, but your warmth is disappearing here. Every smile that used to stay fades like light at the end of day. I hear the silence in between every thought of what we've been. Nearly gone, almost away. Love dissolving day by day. Every touch I can't recall, every step toward the fall. Nearly gone, fading light, drifting slowly out of sight. Even if I beg or plead, you're already leaving me. Late night whispers on repeat, empty echoes fill the street. Your laughter once inside my chest, now a ghost I can't possess. I close my eyes to see you there, but you're a memory in thin air. Every heartbeat slows its pace, fading in your empty space. Holding on to what is near, even as it disappears. Nearly gone, almost away. Love dissolving day by day. Every touch I can't recall, every step toward the fall. Nearly gone, a fading light, drifting slowly out of sight. Even if I beg or plead, you're already leaving me. Maybe time will make it fade, maybe hearts just aren't remade. But tonight I face the truth, everything's almost through. Nearly gone, but I survive, learning how to stay alive. Every tear and broken part marks the strength inside my heart. Nearly gone, I let you be, even though it hurts to see. Some love isn't meant to stay, just fades quiet away. Love treats straight, silent tone. I remain, though you're nearly gone. You said we're fine, don't overthink, but your eyes were on the brink. Every silence felt too loud, like a storm beneath a cloud. I memorized the way you lied, soft enough to let it slide. Every love you lost its way, hanging fragile second rate. I felt it before you spoke, the moment something broke. It's a sharp truth, cutting clean, not as gentle as it seems. Every word just splits in two, revealing what I always knew. Sharp truth, no disguise, no more comfort in your lies. Hurts more than losing you, finally hearing the sharp truth. Tone, turning warm to overthrown. You were drifting out of reach while still sleeping next to me. I kept building fragile hope, balancing on thinning rope, but reality arrived with no softness left to hide. Sometimes clarity feels cruel when it breaks the golden rule. It's a sharp truth, cutting clean, not as gentle as it seems. Every word just splits in two, revealing what I always knew. Sharp truth, no disguise, no more comfort in your lies. Hurts more than losing you, it's finally hearing the sharp truth. Maybe pain is just the cost of finally seeing what was lost. Maybe truth is meant to sting before it lets you breathe again. It's a sharp truth, cold and bright, like a blade made out of light. Every tear that falls tonight feels like stepping into sight. Sharp truth, I survive, even if it cuts inside. Better hurt than living through another sweet unspoken truth. No more pretending, no excuse, just me and the sharp truth. Lights flicker in an empty room, shadows breathing in the gloom. Your name lingers on my tongue, but the sound won't come undone. Every second stretches thin, like I'm trapped beneath my skin. Heartbeat heavy, moving slow, but there's something you don't know. Underneath the quiet noise, there's a rhythm I can't avoid. It's a silent pulse inside my chest, beating loud but never expressed. Every feeling locked away, growing stronger every day. Silent pulse, no one sees all the storms inside of me. If you listened close enough, you'd hear my silent thoughts. feel so far, like I'm speaking through a scar. Smiling just to keep the peace while my breathing skips a beat. Hands are steady, voices calm, but my heart sets off alarms. Every touch electric hush turns my silence into rose. In the dark it multiplies, echoing behind my eyes. It's a silent pulse inside my chest, beating loud but never expressed. Every feeling locked away, growing stronger every day. Silent pulse, no one sees all the storms inside of me. If you listened close enough, you'd hear my silent pulse. Maybe if I let it show, let the hidden rhythm flow, it would crash, it would break every wall I tried to make. No more silent pulse tonight. I won't hide behind the quiet. Every tremble, every shake is the proof that I'm awake. Silent pulse, now it's clear. I was never numb, just scared. You can hear it if you trust the sound of my silent pulse. Low and slow, steady rush in the dark. My silent pulse. We didn't break in a scream, no shattered glass, no seam, just quiet cracks in between the words we didn't mean. You stopped reaching for my hand, I stopped trying to understand. We were fading out of tune underneath the silver moon. No explosions, no goodbye, just the slowest kind of lie. It was a soft wind, barely a sound, love falling gently to the ground. No flames, no final fight, just dimming slowly out of sight. So through when we came undone, like setting of a dying sun. Not a storm, not a sin, just a quiet soft ruin. Dinner plates and empty chairs, heavy silence in the air. Your eyes looking past my face, like I'd already been replaced. We still slept side by side, but oceans grew with every night. Every I'm fine we whisper low was another letting go. Don't rest, no one stayed, just love slowly decayed. It was a soft wind, barely a sound, love falling gently to the ground. No flames, no final fight, just dimming slowly just like this pain. Not enough to scream or cry, just enough to say goodbye. Soft wounded, I let it be. No more fighting gravity. Every memory turns to dust. Every promise loses trust. Soft ruin, we slipped away. Not in anger, not in rage, just the shadows thinning thin inside a soft ruin. No slammed doors, no shattered room, just silence and soft ruin. No more waiting by the phone, no more nights I'm all alone. Every promise that you broke left me drowning in the smoke. I memorize your leaving steps, all the lies and all regrets, but I won't replay that song I've been holding on too long. You said love was worth the pain, but you left me in the rain. Now I see it crystal clear. Peace begins when you're not here, so stay gone. Don't come back. I'm done walking on that cracked path. Every tear has had its turn. Every bridge we had is burned. Even if you say my name, nothing's ever gonna change. I'm stronger on my own, so stay gone. Empty drawers and quiet halls, no more late night desperate calls. I was breaking just to fit into love that wasn't it. Now the mirror shows my face, not the fear I used to chase. Every scar reminds me why some goodbyes don't need replies. You said love was worth the pain, but you left me in the rain. Now I see it crystal clear. Peace begins when you're not here, so stay gone. Don't come back. I'm done walking on that cracked path. Every tear has had its turn. Every bridge we Lights are on, but I feel dim. Talking loud, but noise within. Smiling like I'm unaware. Truth is, I'm barely here. Phone screen glowing in my hand. Scrolling through what I don't understand. Faces blur, the voices smear. Everything feels unclear. Heartbeat slow, distant air. Looking in, I'm not there. I'm barely here, just skin and bone. Moving through a world alone. Every word just disappears before it even reaches ears. Barely here, a fading line, lost between the day and night. If I scream, would it be clear? Or am I just barely here? Mirror shows a ghost of me, someone I don't want to be. Eyes that used to shine so bright now avoid the morning light. Friends ask if I'm okay. I nod and let it drift away. It's easier to disappear than explain why I'm not here. Bathing in hollow air, floating somewhere, nowhere. I'm barely here, just skin and bone. Moving through a world alone. Every word just disappears before it even reaches ears. Barely here, fading light, lost between the day and night. If I scream, would it be clear? Or am I just barely here? Maybe if I close my eyes, I'll come back to life inside. Feel the ground beneath my feet. Hear my own heart finally beat. I was barely here, but now I try to hold the tears I used to hide. Every breath becomes more real. Every scar begins to heal. Not invisible, not fear. I'm still broken, but I'm here. Even if it's unclear, I'm no longer barely here. Soft inhale, steady tear. I'm still here. I'm still here. I wear a mask you can't see through. Smiles are fragile, stitched in blue. Every word I try to say cracks the skin I hide away. Hands shaking with silent screams, holding tight to broken dreams. Every step feels like a trial. Every thought's a fragile mile. I crumble when no one knows the weight I carry in my soul. Brittle soul, barely alive, walking through a world that thrives. Every touch feels like a test. Every moment steals my rest. Brittle soul, don't let it break. Every breath glass hearts and paper skin try to fight the storm within. Whispers echo in the night, every fear exposed in light. I keep quiet, hide the cracks, hold my pieces at my back. But the world keeps pressing in, every loss begins again. I bend but do not fold, still I feel the cold. Brittle soul, barely alive, walking through a world that thrives. Every touch feels like a test, every moment steals my rest. Brittle soul, don't let it break, every breath I try to take. Even when the dark controls, I'm still standing here. Brittle slow, maybe one day I'll feel strong, maybe I'll belong. But for now I face the night, with my cracks exposed to light. Brittle soul, still I rise, even when I feel despised. Every scar becomes my guide, every tear I've held inside. Brittle soul, soft and worn, every moment I've been torn. Even fragile, even small, I survive. Brittle soul, soft exhale, quiet tall, I remain. Brittle soul. Water rises in my chest, holding feelings I can't rest. Your shadow drifts across my floor, every step I take you more. The cold creeps in between my veins, every heartbeat starts to wane. Memories crash like frozen waves, drowning in the love we gave. I try to swim, I try to fight, but I'm sinking in the night. Cold flood, I'm swept away, nothing left I can say. Every thought, every trace washed away without a place. Cold flood beneath the skin, I feel the current pull me in. Even hope is underwater now, lost inside this cold flood somehow. Rain outside can match my heart, flooding slowly, falling apart. Every whisper turns to ice, every touch comes at a price. I reach for air, but it's all gone. Every shore I knew withdrawn, silent waves that push and pull, leaving me unmade, undone. I gasp for breath, I cannot rise, trapped beneath these frozen skies. Cold flood, I'm swept away, nothing left I can say. We built castles in the air, painted futures everywhere. Every promise felt so real, like something time could never steal. But the cracks were always there, hidden under I don't care. We were dancing on the line between forever and goodbye. Truth doesn't knock, it just arrives, turns the dark into bright white. It's the cold reality. You were never meant for me. All the dreams I tried to save froze the moment that you changed. Right reality, it hurts to know love can die so quiet and slow. No more fantasy to hide, just the truth I can't deny. Late night talks turned into space, avoiding what we couldn't face. Your eyes stopped looking back, like something vital that we lacked. Every "we'll be fine" we said was a threat already dead. I kept warming empty hands while you slipped through my plans. I held on to what we were, you were already unsure. It's the cold reality. You were never meant for me. All the dreams I tried to save froze the moment that you changed. Your reality, it cuts so deep, wakes me from the love I keep. No more illusion left to fight, just the clear and freezing light. Maybe love isn't enough when two hearts grow out of touch. Maybe truth is meant to sting before it lets you breathe again. It's the cold reality, but it's setting me free. Every tear that falls tonight melts beneath the stronger light. Cold reality, I finally see what was never meant to be. It's not cruel, it's clarity. This cold reality. Air is sharp, but I can breathe. Truth is cold, but it heals me. Curtains closed at 3 a.m. Streetlights leak through broken blinds. Dust is floating in the air, like the thoughts inside my mind. Your jacket hanging by the door, I don't reach for it anymore. But every shadow on the wall still feels like you call. We used to burn so bright, now we barely fight. In the dim light, we fade away. Nothing left for us to say. No more fire in your eyes, just reflections of goodbye. Dim light, soft and slow, watching all spark, whispers swallowed by the dark. Sitting close but miles apart, silence louder than my heart. Your touch feels unfamiliar now, like we forgot the why and how. Every promise thin to gray, every feeling slipped away. No more sparks to ignite, just shadows in dim light. In the dim light, we fade away. Nothing left for us to say. No more fire in your eyes, just reflections of goodbyes. Dim light, soft and slow, watching all our colors go. We're not broken, we're just tired of holding on to dying fire. Maybe love doesn't explode, maybe it just overloads, flickers once then disappears, leaving dust of what was here. In the dim light, I let you go, like the last warm afterglow. Not in anger, not in tears, just surrendering our years. Dim light, I finally see you're no longer meant for me. Not a storm, not a fight, just two hearts in dim light. Streetlights fade, night turns white, we dissolve into night. Curtains drawn, the room stays gray. Another heavy kind of day. Breathing feels a little tight, like I'm losing every fight. Phone face down beside my bed. Too many thoughts inside my head. Every mirror shows the same. Someone tired of the pain. But somewhere underneath the ache, there's a spark that didn't break. It's a faint hope, barely there, like a whisper in the air. Soft glow in the deepest night, small but fighting for the light. Faint hope, fragile flame, calling out my hidden name. Even when the dark feels close, I still feel that faint hope. Rain taps softly on the glass, reminds me that the storm will pass. Every scar I try to hide proves that I'm still alive. I don't need a blazing sun, just enough to keep me warm. Even embers softly shine when you give them time. Through the cracks it finds a way, tiny light that wants to stay. It's a faint hope, but barely there, like a is quiet now. Maybe I don't have to be everything they need from me. Maybe breathing through the pain is already strength regained. It's a faint hope, growing slow, like the first sign after snow. Every step I choose to take is another crack in the gray. Faint hope shining through, softer than I ever knew. Not a blaze, not a show, just enough to let me grow. Soft inhale, steady glow, I'll protect this faint hope.